Hey guys, hey, yay, coming on here with really, it just, I mean, great news, really great news, really great news, and I wanted to share it with you guys first. Um, as you know, um, I have been selling and collecting and doing whatever I could to get the representation that I needed because I haven't had representation for months, in my case. Um, at one point, I didn't think it was going to happen. At one point, I just was going to let it go. I'm happy. I'm happy. I knew that it was all done with last week, but let me just bring this up so I can read this. So, because I know you're not going to get this in any documents of mine that are read. So let me just read this one for myself that I'm very happy about. Um, just happy. In the Superior Court of the State of Arizona and for the County of Maricopa, Larry Klein versus Kathleen Klein comes now that my attorney and notifies the court that the parties hereto that he is representing respondent Kathleen Klein in the above captioned matter. All pleadings, documents, discovery requests, future minute clients, entries, notices, and other relevant matters should be addressed to and their address. And it's over. I'm so happy. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. For your support. For believing. For the ones that don't, let them be a judge. Let them be a judge. Let them move on to somebody else that they will harass and harangue and torture and try to drive to commit suicide. Let them continue to do that. I'm here for the people who supported me and will continue to support me, and I'll support you back. Because you believe me, you believe in me as a person, that I deserve that right. And thank you for all of the messages, and thank you for being understanding when I haven't gotten back to you right away, or even sometimes at all. Thank you. Thank you, Seven Beers, so much. Thank you, Joseph. Oh my God, thank you, Oda. Nothing's gonna bring me down. Nothing is gonna bring me down. I mean, right here, I knew it when it was paid last week, but to see it official and in speaking to this gentleman, I had been speaking to many different people at the office doing all sorts of things. They are so well organized. They're aware of all the social media. They're aware of all the, it's not like a lot. It's not like we're talking about anything but a few handful group of people, but everybody's aware and just the right things to do and in order, and that I could actually come out of this at the end and be okay and be able to go on and live my life and heal and have it be fair and have my voice be heard. I was gonna let it go, guys. I was gonna let it go because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Oh, I am so happy. I am so happy. The other thing that I'm really happy about that I'm going to announce right now, and this is coming back to back. If anybody wishes to report harassment online, if you think that somebody is completely targeted bullying somebody, if you think that that person is fragile, whoever it is, and they're targeted bullying these people, please address and send your comments to Kyle at the McKinsey, Tennessee Police Department. Kyle, Officer Kyle at the McKinsey, Tennessee Police Department. Please email, please, whatever you can. If you have videos you want to send in, if you have comments, if you want to have whatever, because we're working to end this the legal way. so this person doesn't harass and target and bully more people. Kyle at the McKinsey Police Department. And let me pull up that phone number for you. Who has spoken to that person, who confirms that person living there in front of a whole group of people who heard this conversation, because this stuff has been going on, guys. You may think stuff is quiet. Nobody here wants to harass, get back, do what we want to. We want it cease and desist. Leave alone. You're harassing and you're bullying. And let me bring up this. If you have documents, Twitter, the more people that can do it, the better. Downloading of periscopes, mine, if you want to continue mine and my response, whatever it is, whatever you feel is necessary, whatever you feel, Kyle at the McKinsey, Tennessee Police Department will hear it. And is looking for a way to bring end to this. And I'm officially cleared and okay to say that now. Let me bring up the address. The McKinsey Police Department is at 2470 Cedar Street, Cedar Street. McKenzie, MC, capital Kenzie, Tennessee, 38201. The phone number is area code 731-252-2265. Don't harass them. I don't think anybody who would call because they want this to stop would do anything like that. I know that everybody who was going to be working on that, and there's a lot of people, are doing it to bring justice in the end to this, because what is going on right now, everybody who's been talking about it, you're correct. It's completely illegal. It's not public records that are out there. It is completely illegal what is going on there right now, and the targeted bullying and harassment that is going on so many different levels. But we do need your help in furthering this. So again, the phone number is 731-352-2265. Ask for Kyle at the McKinsey Police Department. He will call you back. Whenever you see something, whenever you feel that it's crossing the line, not just something normal, but crossing the line into targeted bullying, please do that. And guys, trust me in that there is a big group of people who agree with you and agree with what we're saying, what you feel in your gut, even as you watch that and you cringe. Yeah, Samantha, I don't know if you have that. Please, you guys, please, just exactly. Don't get too excited. Take it in stride. Exactly, with the whole other thing. Nothing. This is all complete serious. This is to end the bullying. Because if it's not me, if it's not whoever else, it'll be somebody else next. And there's a difference between targeted harassment and just speaking your piece and having free speech. It's not legal what's going on at all. If the other party would stop talking about it all the way around, every other party, the big people there, it could stop it all the way around. I know I'm not talking about anything. Stop it all the way around, and it could stop, and it doesn't need to go. Kyle doesn't need to have any phone calls. It doesn't need to go any further, but it's not going to go. It's not going to continue on this way. Something's going to break. Something's going to break. Somebody could hurt themselves. Somebody could get arrested. Something's going to break. He already got the harassment about my assault. Yes, he did. Yes, he's well aware. This person was one of the persons who's there. Hey, Sonny, love you, girl. Yes, and Vegas Barbie was one of the ones who was being, targeted, harassed. They heard the conversation, and Tennessee is a one. Anyways, they heard the conversation, and they heard everything that's going on and how wonderful Kyle is to wish to help. Not just Kyle, there's other people there, but he's been the one working this case since the beginning. And doesn't matter that we all know that she lives there. It doesn't matter. Nobody wants her harassed. I don't want her harassed. I want her to just leave people alone. I want it to end. I don't want to have her or anybody else go through this. It's not a tit for tat, like, ha, 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 you're going to get arrested thing. It's to put an end to it and to be adults and to move on. That's all that it is. Yes, the officer confirmed to about 20 people that she lives there. So, and it's not, and I'm going to say it again to any other side who's going to, do a massive hangout, and it's going to be a bashing on her or a bashing on anybody else. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. Because this is no way to live a life. This is completely illegal. And you want to see somebody dead, or do you want to see somebody in jail? Because that's the way that it's going. And thank God there are people, thank God it's a smaller town that she lives in, because smaller towns do help more than other people. It's a wonderful police station there of about 15 different officers, well aware of the situation because they've been over there, well aware, just if you think something is pertinent to this, if you think anything that you have to say to add it, please just direct your comments to Kyle at the McKenzie Police Department. Hopefully, if right now she just stops what she's doing, she can continue to talk. She can continue to not like me. She can continue to not like Barbie. She can continue to do anything like that. It's not that. You know the difference. People in your gut, when you're listening, you know the difference that she crosses. And there's just way too much. They already have it. They already have mountains of it. Yes, she's been harassing many for years, even before I said boy. Yes, she's been harassing. This is what she does. It's just that she was brought out with her voice because she was always kind of like just a troll behind. But now she's feeling this, she's feeling herself because she's feeling the power in her voice and the negativity, because you will have people who kind of like that. You will have people who like to cheer it on. You will have people, but all that it does is she's just out there now. She's made herself out there, and it's known. And it's not, I don't even need to explain. I'm preaching to the choir to have to explain the difference between, it's not just that everything's public record and things are public record and you can just do that. No, you can't just do that. On the records themselves, they say, thank you, Joseph. Hello, Lindy, we know you're listening, of course, with 15 her names. But it's on the documents itself. It says that these documents are not to be used to harass, bully, target, blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is something that's there. It's just always been that the law has to catch up, because a police department here would have to go to the police department there, etc. All that I'm saying is that you have, I'll give you the number one more time. It is Kyle at the McKenzie Police Department, 2470 Cedar Street, area code 731. This is a non-emergency. 731-352-2265. I mean, we know the dispatcher. We know everybody there. We know the other people who have been out there. We know. She, like we had said, we even told him that she's going to be, being pulled away, being arrested, screaming that she doesn't actually live there, that this is the trolls and she doesn't actually live there. Just, Lindy, I don't want any harm to come to you, Lindy. I don't want any harm to come to you. I don't want you to be harassed. I don't want you to make huge mistakes that For what? I want you to just stop the harassment on everybody. Stop the targeted bullying and the harassment, because you live in a very small town, and now we're getting help. But anyways, that's another small issue. I'm so happy with this. Now that I have representation, I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to waste the time to have everything sealed going further. I did put the thought out there. I'm sure that they'll bring it up with the other side, because I know that my husband is not gonna, I know he probably would most likely not want that stuff out there either. And as of this point, the stuff that's out there, my friends know. And if they need any explanation for anything, I will tell them. I have told them. They'll ask me, and it's beautiful. Real friends are a beautiful thing. And I'll leave it at that. I'm just really happy, and just happy about that. I have all these things opened up, guys. I was watching this one video. I'm really beginning to watching in the background here, just about the whole James Charles thing and kind of keeping up to date on that. That's another thing. That's a different thing. I kind of feel, I know the guy's done this stuff, but because of the position that I feel that I can understand a little tiny, minuscule, tiny bit. And I think, he's 19, and it's like all these people crashing down on him, whether or not he's guilty or not. I just think it's like, what? But, what are you going to do? People making videos are now making brink on it. I'm going to do another video. I'm going to do a video on it, just on my thoughts on it, just because it's interesting. The whole aspect of entitlement with these younger YouTubers, and that I truly think that he believes that all men are a little bi or a little gay inside of them. And I've heard that before said, and I know myself, I don't have a little bisexual in me. Not that I don't care if somebody's bisexual, straight, gay. I don't care. I just know that I'm not lying when I say that I have 0% lesbian tendencies. I don't want to kiss a girl. I don't want to make out with her. I did just feel up Rory's boobs the other day. I did just give them a few squeezes. I did just give them. It was really funny because I was touching the bra and I just was like giving him a squeeze. Lori, I'm going to give you a wrench. Lori, here is a wrench, but I can't believe that you're not a moderator. Here is the number, Lori, and I'm going to, Mackenzie Police Department. The phone number, his name is Kyle, Kyle. It's a small department. He will call you back. There's no direct number to him, but the people they're mostly the ones that are in the most know of this are the night crew, and they are on duty now. The phone number there is area code 731-352-2265. They have made multiple trips to the home, including just recently, I believe. And that he is the person who has been working on this. He confirms what we all knew, that she does live there in that home. I don't care. Nobody wants her harassed. Nobody wants her stalked. Nobody wants anything to happen to her. We just want it to stop. And so there is ways to bring up all of the, with all of the utilities, their internet service, everything to be brought in to find out exactly how many different ways has she used to harass people. And you can actually lose your privileges to do this to people. They can completely cut you off of your access to being online. There's a lot of things that could happen because they do take it seriously. Thank God it is a smaller department, because getting anywhere when you're told to go to the FBI or when you're told to do this and you're just a number and there's so many people, thank God they have been so completely wonderful, very wonderful. In fact, when I spoke to one of them on my birthday, and he's like, "Oh, happy birthday! Sorry about this." Another officer there who's working with this officer. So, and it's just whoever thinks that they have any information to give, to share your story, to explain how you feel. If you have videos, if you have screenshots, if you have anything, just to give it over to the McKenzie Police Department, Officer Kyle, area code 731-352-2265. You do leave a number, and then they get, "Hey, did I miss that one up here? Or did I just get it there?" Yay, 180 Panic, my baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Celeste. I do. I actually, so Glory, shut up. I have another screen usually open, and I'm looking for something. In fact, I was just looking because somebody was here local, and they stayed at a hostel here. And I know that hostels are 70 or like $18 a night or something. And I remember seeing that a place like Circus Circus is $26 a night. So anyways, I was just looking up for curiosity's sake. And you can actually stay next Monday through Friday at the Stratosphere, which is, a 3.5-star hotel, not a bad hotel at all on, at the end of the strip. And you could stay there for $23 a night in a nice room, use the pool and everything. So you could stay there for $23 a night. The total of, let me tell you this because it's kind of funny. I'm just going to click book. I'm not going to booking it, but I'm just going to click book to get the total up here, because I thought it was going to be a lot of like resort fees and stuff. And there is something, but the total price for the 5 days would be $103.58. And you get $20 a day. Rory, listen to that. You get $20 a day in food. Like, what is it called there? They call it, like vouchers, like coupons. So you're really only paying $3 a day for this room. $20 food and beverage credit per room per day with this one. So you can get this one and you get $100. No, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, $100, and you pay $103 for the whole week. So that's absolutely crazy. So look up those things like that. That offer, and there's a lot of them that are like that. I pulled up on hotels.com, especially if you come during the week. And the 3.5-star hotel on the strip at the end is not bad. You're not staying in like Skidville, you know what I mean? You're not. And just thinking about the person had a hostel, and they're not even that much, and they don't get the free. Well, I think that if you stay at a hostel, but then you're staying with a lot of people. I mean, I wouldn't do anything like that. If you're a kid, if you're younger, if you just want to see things, that's completely fine. Isn't that cheap? Hey, sister, New York Cat, is this you? Why don't you have a wrench? I thought you did. Add moderator. I'd much rather stay at Caesar's Palace than a hostel. Yeah, and there's other places too that, I know Circus Circus. If you go to Circus Circus direct, they tell you a different price. But if you go to hotels.com or any one of those sites, and you can book right through there, plus, not to mention that at hotels.com, after every 10 nights, you get a free night. So you're paying $103. You get $100 in food and beverage credit. And then after 10 nights, you get a free night, and you don't have to book it there. You can book it someplace else. So there's really good deals to be had at those rate hotels. I never liked the Stratosphere because it's at the way at the end. We always like to stay in like the middle, like right around the Bellagio falls, waterfalls, or the fountains. But hey, if you're walking around, I mean, come on, that's like, he could have done, the person that I was talking about, D-Dubs, actually stayed in a hostel, and he did a review on it. And he could have stayed at the Stratosphere. But a lot of times people just don't, you're not aware of that type of a deal. Let me close a lot of this stuff off, guys, because there is like a lot of stuff that I have open here. One last time, guys, let me close this off. Sorry. Okay. Okay, closing the, oh goodness, hold on. I had Wells Fargo open up too, just to make sure that they took out the last payment for this. Wanted to make sure of exactly what I had left in my account. There we go. Got that there. Let me close that off. Let me close out this notice in the Superior Court of State of Arizona that blah, 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 and notifies the court that the parties here too, that he is representing respondent Kathleen Klein. Yes. I've never been so happy to see that in all of my life. Let me close down all these. I probably have 12 windows opened up, which is not good. Okay, let me get back here. I love you too, girl. Yeah, I've heard Circus isn't actually, I mean, look at the price. You could really just come away with a good little vacation. I mean, it's on the Strip. I don't know. I know people talk about staying downtown. If I had to come back here vacation, I would want to stay on the Strip. I just like it on the Strip. Call me bougie, although the price doesn't even represent bougie. I just like to be on the Strip. I like to go up and down that Strip and see things. I'm not as much into the crowd that is going on in downtown. I'm not into that kind of party. I don't know, it's different to me. It's just different strokes for different folks. Hey, lip gloss kitten. Yeah, a lot of stuff could be, thank you, Spirit Heart. Yes, small towns. God bless small towns. Really, God bless small towns because they work with you. Like if you're going to do any kind of cyberbullying or anything, you better take your tuchus to a big town where it's harder because small towns don't put up with that. They don't put up with that. They're very empathetic to the situation that went on, and they've spent a lot of time on this. I'm not saying anything is going to happen. I'm not putting words. I'm not making promises. I'm not doing anything. And I'm not saying harass her. I'm saying if anything, everybody just don't do anything and send all of your information into Kyle at the McKenzie Police Department and let the authorities do what they have to do and let her keep on doing that if she so chooses. And I have a feeling she will. And Lindy, I really want you to stop. I really do. Myself, I'm not in this for payback right now. I want you to go away. I want you to stop. Don't darken my door. I won't darken your door. Just stop. Leave me alone. And that's all. And thank God nothing else so far has happened. Thank God. Did they hear it at all? Oh, I want to go with you. I want to go to the Prince show with you. You know, I just told Rory I'm going to be filming in the craft room tonight. I'm going to be filming in the craft room that she has all set up. So I'm going to be filming in there and doing that. And I feel there'll be times when, and I'm not going to be talking about this stuff. Like I said, there is no comments because I don't want to have people go back. And I'm going to allow the side chat because there's like awesome admins in here. And it's boring to sit there and talk to yourself. It's just boring. But it's not going to be about this. It's going to be about everything else. So, we'll come along with updates along the way, but just give it a little bit time and it's all starting to come back. And that's all that I pray for. Thank you, Brandy Lynn. Thank you. Thank you. You be careful driving there, Celeste. Don't be looking for any squirrels. Oh, you did. You saw Prince and Alicia Keys before she was famous and he brought her on stage. Oh my God, where were you? Where were you with that concert? Awesome. Did she really teach you? You don't have your wrench. I'm gonna give you your wrench just because you take care of things. So, um, yeah, it's not up to me at all, Kim. It's really it's got nothing to do with me. It's at all. It's just it's them and what they can do. Um, and giving you help along the way as to help along the way as to because they really want to help people. They want to stop this. They want to stop this. Nobody wants to um, target anybody, and they want to. They're peacekeepers. They want to keep the peace. They want to keep the peace and not have it escalate. And they're doing their job. They really are. Lip gloss kitten, I would love to go. I will love to go. I would totally go with you. I'll buy my ticket too. If you go, I want someone to go with. I know that he's Vegas Barbie. Vegas Barbie knows him. She said he's not in town for the next month. Oh my God, Vegas Barbie. Oh my God, Jason Tenor is the guy who plays Prince now, and he's amazing. And Lip Gloss Kitten, please, girl, we got to go. We got to go there. And that's going to be amazing. Oh my God. So back then, so it was after the Purple Rain thing. It must have been during the Sign of the Time. So she was really young then. She was really young. Okay, Spirit. Is Donnie and Marie still here? They're not here anymore? Oh my God, Vegas. Vegas Barbie. What did he do? I made a comment under one of his, I think it was his Facebook post or Instagram, just something about his music. And he was just kind and generous in responding back. And I'm like, total girl crush, because he's just in his own right. He's such a talented musician, and I love seeing that a mixed guy is playing Prince, because a lot of times you go and they do really good jobs. He's the best portrayal of Prince that I've seen, and I love it that he's mixed. Not that he, like I said before, you can't be Hispanic and do it because Prince was so light skinned, but I just like it that he's got the feel, he's got the swagger because of who he is. And I know that he's married and happily and been doing this for years and years and years. I love it. The night that Prince died and he came out just as himself, just as Jason Tenor, and did Prince songs just as Jason Tenor and not doing the whole Prince thing, and handsome just as of himself, even more handsome as himself. Prince wore all white. Okay, did he have short hair? Was it short and kind of like with the what do they call those curls? Like the 40s curls. We did those. I went to beauty school, guys, too. What was it called? Pin curls, kind of type of a deal, like the waves, finger waves. Oh my God, Vegas Barbie. Ah, many blessings to you too, Spirit Heart. Thank you, Leanne, and the aloha flowers. Uh no, girl, you should have had one in the first place. You should have had that darling Nikki. Oh my God. I knew a girl named Nikki. I guess you could say she was a sex fiend. I met her in a hotel lobby, masturbating with a magazine. I said, how'd you like to waste some time? And I said, and I'll forget when I saw little Nikki grind. I took her to her, took her to her, I could not believe my eyes. She had so many vices, everything that money could buy. I said, sign your name on the dotted line. The lights went out and Nikki started to grind. Love you, Lori Beth. Love you, girly. Thank you for putting up with me. Pin curls, finger waves. Yep. Hey, Helen. Love you. Yeah, sing it, right? Prince where? Cool, 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 cool. Thank you for putting up with my shit. I really appreciate that. I really do. I'm going to come out of this, coming out of the dark. I will, and not any of this crying stuff and for bad things, and not any, just come out of it. Get some therapy to learn how to deal with the effed up stuff that I feel that hurt me in my life, and why I could still cry over somebody after they did that to me. How could I still love somebody? How could I still cry after everything that they're doing right now? How am I still able to love him? That's got to be just really wrong. And there's so many women who are out there who are strong and would be like, what? No way. What? My my way of always wanting to slide back into what is nice and comfortable and rose-colored glasses and comfortable, I guess. Canvas heart, please. Thank you. God bless. Thank you. Yes. Oh my God. I'm going to cry for the good. If you could send anything that you have to the Mackenzie Police Department, please. Officer Kyle, I can get the email address too. Let me go to there and I can put the email address in there too. I think that they have, yes. Here is just the chief of police. I don't know if I should address it to there. I don't know if I should do that to put if there's a general, maybe he would be able to send it over to Kyle. And I know that this is actually, he's one of the ones that I've spoken to. This is the email address to send anything you have over to the City of Mackenzie Police Department. Please, anything that you have regarding anybody, anything, not, asking people to go out of their way, but if you feel so inclined that you want to have the bullying finally stop and put an end to all of this, one way or the other, before something really bad happens. Oh, over stupidness, over online. That would be tragic. It would be tragic. It's not worth it. So to anybody who's really affected, if you're going through anything like this and you're listening, and if you're going through anything like this, there is a difference. People can talk about you. There is a difference. You can get criticized. You can get talked about. There is a difference. So that's not, nobody's saying, we want to live in Nazi Germany where people are not allowed to speak, but there is also a difference when you break the law. And thank God for just small police departments across this country who really are the ones who help more than anything else. I know the big one, I have two brothers that were police officers, so I understand it's not, them. It's just when you got so much red tape to go through, you know what I mean? Thank you, Lip Gloss Kitten. Hey, Sabrina, welcome. I agree, Canvas Heart. I agree. It's got to all stop. It's got to completely all stop. That's what's needed too, because also I'm understanding that the platforms that anybody uses to harass and bully, those can be taken away from you. Not just going through the cable company, but also directly contacting places, it, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is, along with her cable company, who, or anybody's, not hers, anybody's cable company who has all of the information in there and can really follow and track your IP address to see exactly what you've been doing. Because the footprint is all there. And, people just get messy a lot of times, hiding behind that it's all legal to do things like that. And like I said, I pray that she just lays her weapons down, or anybody, and stop before things get crazy, because the laws are catching up, and it shouldn't have to take 5 years of going through this like I've gone through this, or, God forbid somebody like Lisa was there beforehand. Lisa D1 has gone through this for longer and just completely stopped, responding a lot in her comments. She handled it correctly like that, but she shouldn't have to live that like that either. There is a difference between harassment and stalking and bullying and just having an opinion. It's in Tennessee. Yep, it's been confirmed to a group of about 20 people that that's where she lives. She lives in Tennessee, so she's going to keep on. I said to the officer, I said, she's going to go down with the ship, screaming over and over again, I don't live in that house and I don't live there. She's going to go down, hey, use that tenacity for something else. It is, Linz. I agree. Hey, Canvas. Yeah, she does. Right away back. It's kind of. She told somebody one time on a phone call that she knows that she throws a lot of stuff out there. She's admitted that, and muddies the water up and just throws it all out there and repeats herself. Like, she knows, because I used to think, like, is she not aware what she's doing? Is she just, I don't know what that disease would be, but is it something like that? But she straight up admitted to somebody that would have no reason to say this, that this is what she does in a long conversation. She never sleeps. She's done this all day and all night. She's been after Kat, I know, for 4 years. Yeah, me, Canvas art, yeah. I think it's all because of the Lisa D1. And then, she's been brought out because she used to have to always just hide behind the keyboard and troll names like her Tallulah Bell, or like her Dragon's Law, or like her Dishing Dirt, or like the Many account. What is she? Boit Brain. And then what happens is occasionally sometimes you will get one wrong. You will miss, because she's got so many that she's messed up on. You'll get one wrong. She'll remember the one that you get wrong and put it in there, meaning that it's all wrong. She just got nothing but time to do this. Like, I was gonna show how I could sit here if I wanted to, and I have my cell phone. I have the other cell phone that's not on now, the one that I had to get when I didn't have this cell phone through a Boost Mobile, whatever it's called. I was going to have that one, this one, and just my laptop, and show that I could be commenting to myself. I could be Vegas Barbie right now, commenting to myself, talking to myself. I was going to show how it was going to be done. I didn't want to take all the effort to do that. It's very easy now. YouTube's made it very easy to click on your corner in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. And when you click it, it'll say switch accounts. And when I click mine to say switch account, it comes up Extra Cat, which is the thing that I was going to do, and I never did anything with it. The Glamorous Life. I have the Glamorous Republican, which I've never done anything with. I've got one that my husband used to use. I've got Snacky Cat, which was what I was going to do reviews on food. And then I have Glam Slam, which has now got renamed the Glamorous Life because I was trying to fix it with my AdSense, whatever. So I've got those just easy. So I could actually click right now And well, I don't want to because I'm here, but I could show you how easy this is. I'm actually here, so this isn't going to sign me off, is it? I don't want to try it because I'm on here. But it could show just how quickly she can go back and forth. And then you could add more. That's just the adding the little bit. That's so easy to do. And that's just all for innocent reasons because you're a YouTuber and you want to have different channels. But if you're somebody who wants to do it for nefarious reasons, people go to the extent of just adding videos on too. They'll subscribe to all their other accounts. So it looks like, hey, they at least have 20 subscribers. Then they will add videos on. They will take videos from somebody else and they'll make it look, I mean, there's a level that people, when it's a real trolling. So that's not the person who has an opinion, who thinks right now that Kat is just not a good person. You know what I mean? And they're saying something. This is a completely different level. And that's when the cable company comes into play because they know they can trace back all of that if the police is working with them, if it all comes together, if they decide to press charges, if, it's a matter of time though, because I think that they're pretty sick of it, but we'll wait and see and have a prayer. I think she's taking her pain and grief out on Kat. Well, Vegas Barbie, in Arizona for a restraining order or order of protection, I know that they're different because I know that they're different places. An order of protection in Arizona is very easy if the person is a spouse or a mate, a roommate, family member, or they live with you. Otherwise, it's not just that simple. And I know that it's different in different areas. And I know that everything that we've ever worked with and the roadblocks that have come up and still come up is that your local department has to work with their department. So you would go to wherever I've been at or wherever it's at, like the Las Vegas Police Department, who would have all the reports. Then they would decide to press charges and then call the, let's say, McKenzie Police Department, and then they would go out and arrest her and do that. Or if the FBI got involved, the FBI would then contact the McKenzie Police Department and then just do that. But they have to work together. So, and Vegas Barbie, remember what, don't say anything here, but remember what we were told about the hotel or the what have you. So there is, when a small town works with you, there are ways not to circumvent anything in an illegal fashion, but legal ways to go through to make things, to take some of the red tape away because their hands are tied. They just can't use, rough justice, vigilante justice, and go out there and do whatever they want to do. They have to do things by the letter. So I want to read Canvas Heart, please. I would love if you sent to me what you had. Thank you, Brandy Lynn. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you very much. I'm reading some of your comments here, guys. I don't know. I don't know why he does. Hey, Sister Earth. Sister Earth, got some good news. The one good news is that it's official now on record that I have representation. So I got the official notice from the County of Maricopa that now it represents and tells them to get back. I have it. I've already had it since last week, but it's now like official on record after months long of not having anything. Now I have somebody taking care of stuff. So yay with that. And the other good news is that Kyle at the McKenzie Police Department is a big help with trying to stop the targeted harassment and bullying that's going on. So I'm directing anybody who has any information and wants to send it on over to the McKenzie Police Department, to Officer Kyle, And his phone number is area code 731-352-2265. You need to speak to him to have him call you back, because he's been the one that has been out to her house and has been working this, and other people have as well, but he was one of the he's been the main one doing anything about this. And so keep it coming, whatever you have coming, because we're going to do this just the legal way, the way that should be done. And, you know, not the harassing going back and forth, or the name calling, or a hangout going back and forth with it, to just put an end to all this, because somebody's going to get hurt, or somebody will end up in jail, or somebody will end up, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And she's got a very amazing small town police department of 15 people who are tired of it as well, and have confirmed that this is where she lives, confirmed it, and they're working. They're trying. But the more information that they have to build the case, the better. And like we said, it's not just as far as calling somebody fat, calling somebody a scammer, calling somebody what have you. Using somebody's papers to target, harass, and mob mentality bully is illegal. And it states so specifically. You cannot use that information gathered, that is just information put out there that is public record, to targeted, harass, and bully somebody. That is where the biggest offense comes in, that we at least have gotten our hands on, along with all of the everything else combined. So if anybody feels that they would like to help and send any information that they have over to them, and here was the address, I'm going to put in the side chat again, the email address to send anything that you may have, good, bad, indifferent, whether, you know, if you want to, anything. Let's just get this stopped once and for all. Samantha Fox, that's what I've heard. I heard something like that, but, you know, I really, yep, you missed a lot, girl. You missed a lot. Hey, Gina, yay. Wow, Canvas Heart, you're good. You've been around. I wondered, I'm like, you know, because I know that there's some men that can be easily manipulated, but he could probably just not want to deal with it, and let it go. And, you know, I don't really even know the answer to all that. I just know that there's a lot more that we really don't know. And if anybody has picked her for the, what did somebody say she called herself? The Truth Slayers or something of YouTube, or whatever it was. You picked the wrong person on top to be the mouthpiece, because that's not what they're doing at all. They're harassing and bullying people. And that's not, she's just gotten away with it for so long because she flew under the radar. People didn't want to deal with it. When you have a lot, when she wasn't using her voice, when you have a lot of accounts, you're not using your voice, you're not causing as big as a ruckus. We all kind of said, as soon as it starts to kind of break out in Boit and not be just hidden on Periscope, that may be, cross your fingers, the downfall of everything, because Boit people, you know, they, anyways, she's just seen by too many people doing this now, that eventually people are going to not want to keep quiet anymore and will help. And that's what we're getting, is a lot of that. So I did? I did? Keelan, Gina, are you serious? Oh my gosh. That Samantha, that's exactly what she does. She throws a lie in a wall, and she admits that. She has admitted that that's what she does. Of course, she's going to say, "You're a liar. Prove it. You're a liar." And that's one of the things that she does too. Say it enough, and you're going to have enough people who believe it. And a lot of people just don't. Nobody would take that amount of time, or they would be her. If anybody could take if she put all of this effort that she does in doing this into something else, she would be like, amazingly successful at it. If she put all of this effort that she does with all of her different names and all of her different accounts and all of her different things that she has to remember, I don't get it. I'll never get why that this is fun to you. That would be way too much work for me. And as hard as it is to be on the other side of the stick of being, the target of her, I would never choose to be on her side at all. Yes, exactly, Canvas. She lies, but she repeats it until you think it's the truth. 100%. Yes, Tucci, yes. Lindy tells one truth and follows with 5 lies, and they believe it all. That's exactly it. So let's say there was one test that came on panel that wasn't her, because there's many tests out there, correct? And so one test came on, so she's going to use that as, these people, they think, I won't mock the voice, okay, because there's nothing wrong with a good Southern accent. These people will have you believing, look at this, they said that this was me and they're a liar. So then you'll have one thing that they got wrong, and then she'll repeat a bunch of different things after it, and then all that stuff is just thrown into it, and a lot of people believe it because they haven't been around, they haven't spent the time to look, they don't care. It's their entertainment. They just want to hate anyways, or they just, and she's good at what she does. Wanting to improve YouTube and wanting to know how satisfies. Woo! Gina, cool. Cool. I wonder about that. Yeah, she does, Lori. She does. Yep, exactly, Vegas Barbie. Canvas heart, that's kind of what it seems like too. I mean, it's a curious situation because he's seen the pictures of her sitting there on the couch with Boris. He's been told this by people in his family, so people that he has trusted. I know we've heard him say, have heard him call him a derogatory gay name. So I really believe that he does believe this. So she's probably saying, "Hey, I'm going to go visit my friend in Michigan who's dying of AIDS and he's got boyfriend problems or something." And maybe I know for quite some time she tried to get him to marry her, and whether he couldn't do it or wouldn't do it, I really don't know about that one. I've heard that he couldn't because of her felony charges, and he was in the military, but who knows what really his rank is. Who cares about any of that stuff? I wouldn't even care. I don't even want to know anything about her life. I don't want to know anything about her life. I just want her to go away or be arrested. Stop or be arrested. Stop or be arrested. I don't think she has much. Who knows? But there is a complete room there for lawsuit in the future, so I have been told, for just this defamation of character. You can't she's not just myself, many people. I think it's getting blood from a turnip though, because I don't think that she has anything, and you're going to be wasting your money on an attorney to go after her that way. The best bet would get her to stop and have her privileges to use they can take away your privileges to ever get on the internet again. The judge could order that. If that's where all of her harassment happens, they could order that she's never on it again. And then if it was ever caught, that would be breaking it, and then she could be arrested again. So there's lots of different ways that can and will stop her. She's not going to be able to continue this way. She could think it, and guess what, guys? She will say it until the cows come home. You guys all know it. You all know she's going to keep on saying it. And like I told you, I joked at the officer. You're going to be pulling her out of her house on blank, 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 where she says she doesn't live, and she's going to be screaming, "I don't live here. I don't live here. I don't live here." She's going to be just saying it. She's never, ever, ever, ever going to tell the truth about anything. She'll go down with the ship, and she'll go down fighting because it's some kind of a sick game to her. I think that's what Boris hooked up with her for too. He likes this sick game. He used to like to make people fight. He used to message people to try to get people to troll other people and start things, not to the level that she does. I think that's why he's backed off so many times, but he knows what she does. He knows what she does. And I don't want any part of him either. Hey, Jessica Jennifer. I heard Jessica Jennifer. I've heard you are one gorgeous woman as well. And yeah, sorry, these trolls are being so stupid with you. She is, Vegas Barbie is gorgeous inside and out. And it's funny because it's from, I watched Vegas Barbie's video. Otherwise I wouldn't have even heard what Lindy had to say because I'm not watching her. But I watched Vegas Barbie's video. Click on her to subscribe. Vegas Barbie does really good videos, or she's starting to. And she did a really good answer back video. And it was just true. And now to the point where Lindy can't even really say much. Now all she can really say is that, "Oh, you're cookie cutter." She can't even really say much because she looks such the fool. I don't know. Thank you, Jessica Jennifer. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. I heard beautiful, wonderful things about you and about how smart you are as well. And that is you, and you are that gorgeous. So, hey, Maria. Maria, Maria. I love that song. I don't know, because she's getting some popularity for it now because of the whole, Dave thing, and, people are loving eating up my court documents being put out there. And so she's just loving all this attention that's been thrown on her, that she thrives for and craves. She'll say she doesn't, but she does. She loves it. What did she say? Somebody had told me that she had said that, I'm not going to remember it correctly, but it was something along the line of, "Oh, I was warned that when I get to be more popular, that not everybody's going to like me," and whatever, kind of trying to say that she's at this level of being popular and not everyone's going to like her. And that's the reason why, that she's not everybody's cup of tea just because she's popular now. And she's not popular. That kind of a channel is never going to, as soon as they'll watch you and build you up because you're giving the train wreck information out right now. Go back to her having her regular videos on, what did she do? Crime shows. She'll get her regular 20 people who will watch her. She's not. It's because she's bringing this stuff off. So have that many people interested in you, and you're not putting my name. Your name's not in this title. Your name doesn't have to be in my title. Your name doesn't have to be in anybody else's title, but our names have to be someplace in your title. Our pictures, your picture is not going to be anywhere in mine videos. But my picture, Vegas Barbie's picture, Dave Lion Crying's picture, not Lion Crying, I want to call him that. That's not true. Dave, our beautiful friend Dave, see, I'm used to that, is in there. Becca is in there. Rory is in there. Lori Green is in there. Anybody else is in there. And it'll get, that's what she uses. So Right. No, every fight equals you're a liar, you're fat, you're poor, you're a catfish, you're broke, your teeth are messed up. Cat, your picture side by side, no contest. Oh God, canvas time. That's so true. Everything is you're a liar, you're fat, you're poor, you're catfish. And now I did notice on listening to Barbie's video, Vegas Barbie's video, that she in Vegas Barbie, I'm gonna put up your video. Hold on. So you guys can go watch it and go give a comment under her people. Please, the people that are in here, because she did a really good job of explaining this. Hold on. Let me link hers. Go subscribe to Vegas Barbie, because I'm going to drag her into the over 1,000 mark so she can get monetized, so then she can't leave us ever. So here is hers. Go watch, if you please go watch that video that she did and give it a comment. And she just used common sense, and something that Lindy is just so lacking in is any common sense. And oh, TM movies. I was wondering about that. Okay. I was wondering about that. And they say that they don't block anybody, but they block anybody. They block anybody, you know? I like, and I'm saying this, I'm not saying I'm not blocking anybody. The admins who admin graciously for me in this room are helping me out, because they know I don't want to right now in my life see the lies and negativity. They know it's harmful to me and it doesn't have to be there. So they're helping me out, and I will forever appreciate that, for them allowing me to have a side chat that's open. And I'm saying I'm blocking. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I don't have to hear this anymore. But I'm not going around saying that you can come in here and say whatever you want. You know, I don't want any of that. I don't want, this is a safe place that I can come in and talk to my friends, and it's nice. So the link is right here. Here is the link. And this is the link to Vegas Barbie's video that she just did, as she was sitting out back in her beautiful yard. And you know what? I knew Vegas Barbie and talked to her for quite a while before she ever went on camera, before I ever heard her voice, before she ever mentioned where she lived. She didn't even until I met her. Before she mentioned what she had or what she drove or what her jewelry. She doesn't do any of that. You know, she's just not like that. But I find it very rewarding that somebody like Vegas Barbie, who is this trophy beautiful. I mean, her waist is tiny, 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 with big boobs. She's had the baby, gorgeous, long blonde hair. She's a Vegas Barbie. Then she's also got the rock on her hand, the designer shades, the designer sunglasses, a beautiful car, a beautiful, equally has gorgeous husband, and living in a gorgeous house that she owns. And she's smart. So it's just very nice to see all these women who are standing behind her and saying, you go girl, you go girl. You know, we've all got the things that we do well and that we're good at, and that we think that are good about ourselves. It's just that on all of the outside things and inside, but we're talking about the outside right now, Vegas Barbie's got it all checked off. And it's funny that this is the person that she was called a catfish, by, you know, whether it's directly by Lindy or Lindy's people, and she's agreeing. And we all heard Lindy infer this many, many times. And then you had Vegas Barbie came on, and then it was that she's a beer slinger and doesn't have any money and whatever. And then that was busted out. And it's just rewarding that she's telling the truth, all this stuff. And what do you say now? All Lindy can say is that she's a cookie cutter blonde. Now all that she can say is she's a cookie cutter blonde. That right there means you won. You've won. You've won. And to think, the men in the house were very respectful. A lot of them had a spouse or married or whatever, but I know guys, I know the reaction of a woman like that. And you see when she walks away that they're very respectful. She wasn't being oogled. I didn't think that she was. But the look of like a blushing look that a guy does is the look that you get when Vegas Barbie walks by. And it's so much nicer when the person is like Vegas Barbie and she's not like that. It makes you want to go, yeah, 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 honey. Okay, you can look, but you know what? She's got an equally hot husband who would. It's just nice. It's nice being around her. Yes, definitely. Yes, Helen, definitely. Jay, your girl Jan. Hey, girl, girl, girl. I hope you heard. I know you're always late to the party, but this is going to stay up too. So please, 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 please welcome or please listen to it back. Yes. Yep. You sure can, Oda. It is refreshing. Lip gloss kitten. It is. Yeah. A lot of good news. A lot of good news. I'll leave it all up there. No, no, you're the original test and you're not. Yes. No, honey. Definitely. Were you blocked? Yeah. Okay. I don't think you're the, no, it's funny because I've had this conversation with Rory to somebody else that no, there's a good test, a really good test, and explained about you. And then there's a bad test, and then there's a fake test, which is also one that's done by Lindy. She's exactly. That's crazy. There's different tests though. Tucci, there was different tests. I didn't know this before either. There was different tests. From what I'm understanding, there was different tests that were out there, and one of them actually went on panel, and that's not this one. And this one, I don't want to give any identifying information about this one. This is the one that's taking care of her mom. Yeah, I understand. I will. Chiming in, hey, please, please chiming in. Yes, that would be really that kind of information. There's a lot of people who gave that information, and not just by words. Rory had to have, and they understand this, and they know this with the records, had to have her sealed because of her, because of what she did. Rory had her ongoing case going on right now, regarding her being sexually assaulted, that Lindy and the likes, the amount of hours that they did to harass her, the same group of people. Irene did this as well. Irene said, not basically, I'm not gonna get the exact wording right, but who would want to do this to Rory? You'd have to roll her in flour to find the wet spot. I was shocked that Irene said that, but Irene said that, tracing back to her name. All of her little cronies over there saying horrendous things about that. Now, I know we all get caught up in things. I know that we can all be guilty of saying stuff, and that of itself is not illegal. You can say things like that. That stuff is just maybe really mean and hurtful to somebody, but it's not illegal. It's in the amount of it that you do. The amount is the biggest thing. The amount, the number, the hours, and then tracing back, um, troll accounts and working with the, the cable company. And it's a lot, but they know what they're doing. Peaceful evening to you too. Vegas Barbie's leaving. Yes. Yeah, Celeste. It's just, I know you got a lot on your plate. You're a busy woman. It's just drama and gossip. And I know that you're not into all of this. And I completely respect that. So if you want to go back and give it a listen just to kind of catch yourself up to speed. And hold on a second, guys. Tess, yes, honey, yes. In fact, I hope to be able to get that sooner than later. So I definitely will. I would love, and you know that there's two pieces, and I will let you know when I do get them. I don't have them right now. They're not in my possession, but they're in the possession of my husband. But there is a trip planned going out there, and my lawyers are my lawyer, but there is a group of them that are there. Not that I have a group of lawyers. I have one, and I'm happy with the one lawyer that I have. Yay! But they're hopefully this will be taken care of. So yeah, you got first dibs if you would like that, and I'll let you know. Hopefully, cross my fingers, I can get it back and it's still there in one piece, but I'll let you know as soon as I do. So yes, I was spending my own money. They do gloss that over, Lori. Even one little add-in, I'll say that whole waste claim part, which was the main crux of my husband's case in the beginning, seems to have all been dropped, that part of it, because they know that there was really nothing there. Because even if something was a waste claim, even if something was, let's say it's an actual waste claim, and I didn't have all of this be my actual money, that I didn't even blow through my own money, that where was I going with that? That in order to have something be a waste claim, it's never anything about somebody spending too much money. A waste claim is very hard to prove, and even in instances where a husband will have a whole other family and he buys like gifts or presents or a house or anything, that's still hard to say as a waste claim. Even if somebody a gambling habit, that's still hard to prove as a waste claim. Drugs is still hard, let alone just somebody shopping. It's just not provable, which is why it was immediately dropped. Plus the fact that it was mine. He just saw mine as his, is what it comes down to. And it's at all a distant bell as to why that had to be put into his account. And I'm still just trusting. I'm still not trusting. I'm still just taking that from other people who have told me, just like people in the beginning told me that I should never have a lawyer that they recommended, just because of that it wasn't something like that there was a nice divorce, that it was something that there was a fighting divorce on his side, that I should have listened to that. I'm listening to the fact of nothing that I thought of how it was as innocent as all that it was orchestrated and planned And both lawyers that I've ever had have said, this is nothing new. This is greed. And when you're a lawyer for so long, you understand the number one thing is greed. And it really brings to light, when you're talking about greed being one of the 7 deadly sins, that level, not just liking nice things, not just, it's the level that you will, what people all around you will go for. And there is a few key pieces that I can't, and you understand that I can't talk about now, but even if things are sealed, I'm sure some things are going to get leaked, just so people know there's 2 sides to everything and there's an answer to everything. And you should have all of the information. And then if you want to make a judgment call, then you can decide, but not just based on that. And so thank you to anybody who was just nice and who understood that there is so much more than what you see and how bad it looks. There's a lot more. And once you have all that information, if you wanted to make a judgment, that's fine. And that's what people do. And it's not saying anybody's perfect, but there's a lot more to it than what you think you know. I don't either, Otame. I really don't want anybody necessarily going to jail. I really wish it just would die down. Maybe after I go off the air, not because of that, because this being out there, but maybe people will have a chance to think about it and calmer heads will prevail and see that it's not worth it. And people will go on and do their hangouts on different subjects, and because it's gonna come to a head one way or the other. I mean, I think everybody sees that something is gonna have to burst, and it's gonna come to a head. Something will change all the way around. Yep, exactly. There are 3 sides to every story. Yours, his, and the truth is in the middle. Yep. Because of the perception of how you perceive things. Like I would listen to, what did I just hear? Oh, I heard on a different story, the Tati explanation of how she spoke to, and I'm just now starting to follow this a little bit, but how she spoke to somebody about James Charles and what he did. And then Gabriel Zamora, how she was saying, how shame on you for not saying anything back. And then you listen to him and he gave his explanation, and I could see how he perceived things different. So you have 2 people perceiving a story a certain way, and then the truth is in the middle. The truth is in the middle, so much more gray area. I mean, there are black and white things like, this is actual, that tree is either green or it's blue. It's either green or it's blue. I'm not talking about teal. We're talking about there is certain, like the sun rose at this time. There are facts, but it's the perception of a lot of things. Hey, Juicy. I love you, Juicy. Brandy, if this is, yeah, Brandy, let me give you the wrench, honey. Because you should be blue. Yep. Yay. Exactly. Guys, I'm going to let you go. I will come back. Can't promise when, but I know that I'll have to be popping back in here tonight over something completely different. But let me give this number. Let me give my copy and paste is now a copy and paste from Vegas Barbie's video. Let me give a copy and paste of Vegas Barbie's video to go there and give her a view and give her a subscribe to her if you haven't, because I want to push her over 1,000. So then she has no choice but to go and try to get monetized and to go out and live stream with me in the mall in a very safe area. Barbie and I can be live streaming in, because because she just makes me feel good too. I mean, you give her a compliment and she gives one back. So if I'm feeling bad about myself, I'll throw a, hey girl, you look really pretty. And then she'll go the, hey girl, you look pretty too. So it's like it works back and forth. But let me give this again. This is to Kyle at the Mackenzie Police Department. The phone number is area code 731-352-2265. If you call up there, leave a message for him to have him call you back, and then let him know your story or what your experience is or whatever you wanted to share with them. I'm going to bring up the website and give you the email address to the chief of police there to email anything you may have that you think would be fitting to send it to them. Thank you, Leanne. And anything you have, if you've collected, screenshots or videos or whatever you have, please, we're just trying to put a stop to this. We're just trying to, a lot of people are trying to put a stop to this. Not like it's, there's people out there who are just tired of, and they don't want something bad to happen to anybody, It's just gone too far. It's gone on too long and it's gone too far. So, yep. Thank you. Yep. Popo story. Hey, Brooke. Welcome, girly. I know. Brooke. Yeah, way too far, sister. Way too far. And something will happen. Something will happen. Just, and just to think of, I don't know, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it for me to have ever tried to fight back and try to throw shade and nothing worked. It's no defense to anything at all. But you know better and you try to do better and you try to just stop it. Having a truce, trying to befriend this person, everybody told me that it wasn't going to work and it wasn't going to work and it didn't work. And it just actually made things worse at the end because I don't know if she felt this bigger connection. And so now she's just balls to the wall with something. I don't know. I can't get into her mind. I can't get into anybody's mind who does this or who cheers it on. I mean, it's one thing to listen, but to cheer it on, it's just too much. Yeah, thank you very much, Oda. Don't overkill the police department. Only if you think it's something very much pertinent to, if you're worried about something, if you've seen if you think they should know and they don't. So, but just don't overwhelm them with that because they really are helpful. They really are nothing but helpful. They're they're well aware of my channel. They're well aware of her channel and her periscopes and have watched and have seen it. The night crew, especially. The day crew has not been so much because it's been most of this going on at night, and they're the ones that have been really handling it. And they're the ones that hopefully will help to put an end to it. So yeah, right? Good, God forbid. Oh, Oda, I watched one and I didn't know how to process it because it's so true that it's scary how true it is and how the video is talking about narcissist guys, so just talking about other things. I know it's what I need to hear and know, but it's kind of like, then what has the past 13 years been just a lie? It's so real. Yeah. It's so real. It's just that it's hard for me to like look back at all this beautiful things and then just to go, it wasn't as real on the other side. It wasn't, I don't know. That's where I need to get help with a therapist to help me work through that because I don't know where to put that in my head. It's like I kind of started watching one and then it's so true. I can't deny it. It's completely the true. Yeah, you don't know it unless you have been up close and personal with them. Um, and then you don't know until it's so easy to I didn't think that I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? I didn't think this is you guys were just talking about narcissists and relationships, but I didn't think that I wouldn't know. I thought I should be smart enough to be able to tell, but I denied things in my head, especially as I started losing my parents. And I started losing my parents and like more of the attachment that I had put onto him that I wanted to make so real, but it was all built on a deck of cards, you know? Wow. That's why Oda made that you're so in tune with that. This is my email. Please send me anything you can, if you just want to say hi. Even just want to say hi. Um, Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Yes, Sister Earth. But at least it makes sense. I like things. I like things if when I can really get to some place and with some help that they'll help me with that because I can't do it on my own. I'm just not equipped. That would give me the closure that I would never probably have had. And if I've always been saying that that's all that I really want is closure, because I really do just want to know why. I want to know why. He did give me a little bit of that at the end when he did cross his hands. Because I mean, I was relentless. I can usually try to love it out of you. You know what I mean? And so it is actually really comical to even call myself any what of abusive when it's all that I can do is just cry because it's just not me. I have thrown a phone though. I have thrown a phone. I have done that. So I'm not perfect, but and then I did throw flip flops and swimming trunks in the pool. But that was just kind of like the frustration of feeling that I didn't even know the meaning behind gaslighted. I didn't know the meaning. I just knew that I thought trying in my crazy way. And I really just wanted to talk things out and it just wasn't going to go. So, right, you do. That's Jan. I read that exact statement. You need to create your own closure. And I know in my head, I'm never going to get that from him. And I know I need to create my own closure. So, yep. Even the second attorney, when we were sitting in there, when I was sitting in the mediation room and they were over there and it just came to light that he had taken half of the gold. And I wanted to confront him. I wanted him to look at me in the eyes and say all of these lies that he's saying. Like I knew he couldn't, like he's not a good liar. Like it didn't matter because nobody else was a judge and jury around me, but I would know. I would get satisfaction of saying, Larry, look at me. Look at me. You know that this isn't true. That's why he can't confront me now. And my lawyer said to me, he's like, Kathleen, you think you can, just make it happen. Just basically put your head on somebody else's shoulders and it's just not going to happen that way. But well, that's my freaking issue to keep on hoping that love will prevail. Love will prevail. Yeah, bugaboo, you may never know why, but there's a day that will come that you don't need to know why. I would like it too. I would like to love myself enough that all these things that have been said about me and all the things that he's doing right now that are just like the thing with my family and my brothers. He knows the deal. He knows the deal. He knows the deal. He orchestrated the deal. My family, my other family, my dad's brother, and they orchestrated the deal. So for him to throw it out there like that is just like, well, there you go. There you go. There's what greed does. Even though you knew the deal and you all pushed the deal. And it's not what it appears as what it said either. That there's stuff that's not true. But hey, Blinky! Love to you, Brandylin. Please come back again. I miss seeing you. I really do. Please, you're gorgeous, and please come back. It's not. No, it's not. There's truth in there, and I can't go in this. I cannot, because of the lawyer part of it, I can't go into it. There's always going to be a nugget of something, but it's not what it seems. It's not at all what it's been portrayed to be. And Larry knows exactly the deal. It's not disputed that I had no bank account. It's not disputed that I didn't exist. I wasn't on the radar anywhere. I didn't exist. Everything that I did was run by him. Everything that I did. So anyway, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Please, Brandylin. Thank you. But no, it's not. Nothing is as it's being portrayed to be. And I hope some of that stuff someday will come out, especially to some people who are just kind of curious, because I know I would be, and it's not at all how it's being portrayed. And if you really knew I can't even say that. I can't even say that. I can't, there's so much I can't say that I can't say. And for a person like me, it's really hard because it's not like it's easy to clean up where you're not going to have people not believe you. But I think that when people are smacked with the truth or just another side, you could take this side, you could take this side, and then decipher from it what you think. How bad do you think this story is actually once you have all of the pieces? How bad is it actually? Okay, thank you, Leanne. I won't. Guys, thank you. Hugs to all. Yep. On that one especially, because there's some things that bothered me. There's a few things, and it will, because it won't be very long before it's just done with. And I have a lawyer. If you go to Maricopa County now, it doesn't just say Kathleen Klein with like no representation. It says it now. I have a lawyer who's representing me because you guys have supported me and helped me and bought my stuff and said nice words and kept me going when I didn't think that I would. And I got to do it again. But I'll do it again. And especially now, if I'm able to get stuff, like right now, if I could just go pick up the Hello Kitty stuff, I could sell the Hello Kitty stuff and pay for next month, because I have a few months worth to pay every month, and it's a flat rate fee for the divorce through to the end. Flat rate, which is good, even if it goes through trial or not. So this was the hardest one. It was the smallest amount to come up with, but it was the hardest one because it had to come from nowhere. And there's very big thank yous to be going on to a couple certain people, one in particular. Love you. Yep. Unrepresented is no bueno, exactly. And they hoped it was going to be, because it was months of me having no representation. And anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to go now for a little bit. I'm seeing the time, And I love you guys. Thank you for everything. And I will be back. Yay!